I'm with Gerrit Kemming, the founder and managing director of Quintus Studios, who's been to a lot of our events, been very supportive of the events over the years. Tell us a bit about Quintus. Tell us why your company, which started out in more traditional media, is interested in this digital-first space.
Well, I mean, we are meanwhile one of the biggest independent documentary channel networks on YouTube, Facebook, and Snapchat. And this is just our home turf, I would say, meanwhile. After TV, we did a very successful, career as a company in TV, but then we saw the opportunity to pivot into digital at a very early stage. And we saw a market that was nascent, but where we could grow with the market. That was very interesting. And actually, events like today and actually the market today shows us that we did the right move.
I was going to ask you that. Is it your sense that the market is now catching up with your vision, that you're beginning to see that hybridization that we've talked about for years?
Absolutely. I mean, when we started, people and content owners were laughing at us when we asked them for content. But today, I mean, we saw that YouTube is the biggest TV platform in the world, right? Yeah. As I said, so we're a TV broadcaster on YouTube, so to say.
Yeah. Just briefly give us a sense of the kind of programming you do. So if people wanted to know what sort of content you're focusing on, what would you pick out?
Well, everything that is unscripted content is our home turf, from business related to nature, to history, to ancient history, to broad science and engineering. Everything that is informative content that comes from TV or is targeting a very, let's say, digital audience is what we're doing.
One question I've been thinking about during the course of the day, how much have you been able to take your content out into different languages? Are there opportunities now for it to be more than English speaking, for you to use maybe AI tools or other kinds of tools to make it bespoke for different markets?
Yeah, we're working in 4 languages mainly, which is English, German, French and Spanish. Our problem was that our content is like on a very high quality, and our audience was expecting very high quality dubbings, so languages. So we couldn't turn into AI for a long time. But for the last, let's say, 12 months, let's say 18 months, a hybrid model of AI with humans behind it, that works. Meanwhile, it makes it a lot more easy.
Brilliant. Okay, so you've been here all day. Any particular highlights? Any sessions that you particularly enjoyed, or any messages that came through that you thought were interesting?
Good question. I mean, there was a lot of education. It felt like there was a lot of education for people that want to get into that business, and we are in this business, so there was not so much new stuff. But I mean, being out there with all these creative people in the industry is always amazing, because you always get back with 5, 10 great ideas and inspirations of how you can pivot or projects that you can do, or how you can pivot your business. Well, I mean, 5 of them always turn out to be bullshit after you sleep a night over it. Yeah. But a lot of them are really good, and it's always good to connect.
But I think one really interesting theme is this idea of revenue diversification. So we've had people today selling their photos, launching auction platforms, all kinds of different ways of taking your community and making revenue. Is that something that, from your perspective, from your business model, that you might be able to do as well? I mean, can you see yourself doing that, going into different kind of areas that maybe are non-traditional?
Yeah, definitely. We're working on this very much because, working with TV content mainly, and especially because we work on a global territory, or let's say in global territories, many of them are non-host driven, so that means we don't have a face attached to that. So that means it's very much a TV business, so content first, and that makes the money. When it comes to brand partnerships, products behind this, that is very reliant on having a face attached to it, which we don't have, but we pivot into this to diversify our revenue streams. That is a very important thing in digital, yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Gerrit, well, lovely to talk to you, and hopefully see you at the Digital Content Forum later in the year.
Well, certainly. Brilliant. Thanks a lot.